After an incident of domestic violence, many victims don't have a place to go, but a safe place may soon be closer to home.
WDAZ Scott Cook tells us how badly it is needed in our region.
It's extraordinarily difficult for a woman in an abusive relationship to leave. In fact, national statistics tell us it takes 7 times. And you may ask why? Why? Because frequently there are no other options. There's no place for them to go. There's no housing.
No housing, no place to go. That's an issue many victims face after an act of domestic violence. But Senator Heidi Heitkamp has introduced a bill to fix the crunch. The Help End Abusive Living Situations Act, or HEALS, would provide more funding for transitional housing, an important step between shelters and permanent housing that includes counseling, childcare, career, and financial training.
Whether people are aware of it or not, we have a huge need for housing in this community.
According to the CVIC here in Grand Forks, it's a problem more common than most would think. 33 families in our area are in danger of allowing the cycle to continue as they wait on a wait list for housing.
The clients we're seeing coming in, usually the biggest barrier is where they're going to stay that night. And if they can't go home because of the abuse in the family, they would need to either utilize a hotel, which sometimes they don't have the funds for. They would need to utilize shelter, which isn't always the best option, especially for families with kids.
The HEALS Act would increase funding and create more flexibility for transitional housing programs that help victims get back on their feet. And the added funding would help with more than just the housing wait list.
It's not just housing. It is the whole wraparound services that are so critically important to helping these families recover from a life of violence.
Some legislature that could help some of the most vulnerable people in our society. For WDAZ News, this is Scott Cook.
According to the National Network to End Domestic Violence, 51% of victims who need emergency housing do not receive it.